Hey there, Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Today we are going to do the mid-month for your sign, although what we're really going to do is focus on that eclipse that is happening in Taurus on November 19th. It is happening at 3:57 in the morning at 27 degrees and 14 minutes of Taurus. The same day we've got Virgo, we've got Venus, the rules Taurus, going to be in trine energy, which is supportive energy, with Uranus, which is in Taurus. So it's a very Taurian energy. Lots happening. As I was doing the premeditation for all of the signs, I got one big image, and I want to share that with you. It was a thundering waterfall. And I mean, it was loud and it was pouring down from several different places, and it was crashing down onto the rocks, and it was just foaming white and beautiful energy. It was so much power and strength. And I heard the dam is broken. The energy that was trying to hold back all of the emotions cannot do so. And there is a flow of energy that is flowing. It's the great release. It is the great release. And so if you find yourself during this time needing to cry, I can't express enough how beneficial that would be, that emotional release, to let it go. It was loud, it was thunderous, it was fury. Taurus rules the neck and the throat. And so there would be that kind of, some people let out that guttural yell, and that may actually happen. So I'm going to be going to a lot of books today. I'm really sorry about that. I don't generally like to do that. But there's the decks they chose are really high vibrational. And this should be a really interesting reading. It is going to be about what are you going to release in the area that Taurus rules, and Taurus rules value. Taurus rules money. Taurus rules self-esteem and self-worth. Of course, in your chart, it could come in different places, but with Aries, it's definitely in that arena. But I feel like for everybody, this is really about what is of value to us. And because of where Venus is right now and the work she is doing, I really, truly believe that everybody is being asked to release long-held beliefs about what they thought was of value to them and say, okay, it used to be a value. I don't want to diminish it and say it wasn't a value, but your values have changed. And so you're allowed to shift, and you're encouraged to shift and grow. You have Asophilis as your overall energy. I know I didn't say that right. And it is number 27, which is super interesting because this is happening at the 27th degree. So we have a lot of heart healing energy and the violet flame energy coming in. That purple would be your intuition working also, but honestly, all I'm seeing is heart healing due to allowing things to transmute in the violet flame. When I was doing the premeditation, the angels really stepped forward today. And so this reading has a lot more of the angelic energy realm coming in. Angels are always ready to help. You just have to ask. They wanted me to remind you of that. What was really interesting was that Archangel, the feminine Archangel Freedom, stepped forward, and I have never really worked with her, and I had to go to the book. And I read that it is the divine feminine counterpart of Jamil, in case you are aware of Jamil. Anyways, it's the orange ray of acceptance. And this is self-acceptance, and this is self-love, and this is when you take back your power, the orange of bringing it into your sacral chakra and healing, and then allowing yourself to really heal. We are going to do a 9-card spread. I just know this is going to be a weird reading, so hang in there with me. So it rules, though, the throat, the heart, the navel, and the sacral chakra. And I'm like, oh, well, that makes total sense. But here's what she said, and this is The Female Archangels by Callista, and this is a channeled message to her. It says, liberate your past. I am the light within the dark. I am the solution to every problem. I choose to live life through a new lens, for I am fine. I am freedom. I am fine. I am freedom. I do want to just take a quick look to see what this dragon is about. Then we're going to pull the 9-card spread. And I believe that part will go very fast. So this one says, it is a journey and is yours alone. It is a journey and it is yours alone. So this is the connection from the third eye to the heart. It is the healing that you choose to do. You are on a journey. It is yours alone. Nobody is going to, you guys are always the first one, so I always have to like reset, sorry, but I really want to put this up here where you can see it. The journey is yours alone. There you go. Excellent. Okay, so let's get in. Let's get in and see what happens here. While I'm adjusting my life, I do want to remind you that I'm giving away readings for full month-to-month readings. If you just leave a comment in either these videos or the weeklies from last week, or the weeklies for, so the weeklies of the first 2 weeks of November plus this mid-month. I will draw cards, I will draw names from the comments on the 15th of November, so get your comments in before then. You can comment on every video that I have. That'll be like 36 opportunities to win. There'll be four full month-to-month readings, and then there will be 6 where I do them by the quarter. But it's to celebrate my anniversary on YouTube because I'm starting my 5th year, and I just wanted to do something to commemorate this time here and to give you guys a little something. So you have here stars in the sky, limitless possibility, and there was so much water. There was so much water, it would be limitless possibility. I need some space. I need some space. There we go. Okay, so let's see what we have here for the 9-card spread. Oh, wow. Oh my God, check this out. In the area of where you've had doubts and concerns, it says overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Look at all those waterfalls. The one that I saw was big and thunderous, but still, it's the energy of the waterfall coming through. Oh, you guys, this is beautiful. Okay, wow. All right. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever been to a major waterfall. It didn't look like Niagara Falls, but it's that energy of it. And then when it flows down, it flows out into a pool and a river. And I think you're going to be encouraged to go with the flow and literally get in the flow with spirit and allow spirit to take you where it is that you want to go. It is about moving through the emotional energy that comes down and then allowing yourself to be in the flow and allowing yourself to drift forward and get to the quiet space, because the key to the situation is you have deep, quiet meditation and stillness. And so taking the time to pull your energy within to really get in touch with who you are in order to open up and release and let go of the things that don't serve you. And then again, we have that violet color coming in of the violet flame of healing. So situations that have been difficult for you, I actually have the violet flame meditation music in the description box below. Just go and play that and sit in that energy or lay in that energy. If you drift off to sleep, that's okay, but you just imagine all of the hurts and the pains and the wounds of all of the lifetimes and timelines that you are in being transmuted by this flame into white light and releasing and letting go. So in the area of what it is where you've been trying to figure it out, is we have skywriting the fates. It's been about trying to discover, what is my destiny? What am I supposed to do? So often we do this thing where we say, well, just tell me what to do, God, and I'll do it, right? And I know, I've been there. Oh boy, was I there for the longest time. And finally one day they said to me, that's not how it works. I'm like, what do you mean that's not how it works? They're like, that's not how it works. You tell us what you want and we will help you. We will help you. We will open the doors. We will allow you to be in the flow. We will bring you to the opportunities you need. You will be allowed to do what you want if you can just decide what it is. And so this full moon eclipse is an opportunity to release and let go of the limiting belief that you are not worthy of everything, of the flow of abundance of the universe, of everything that you want. The way you transmute this energy is we have repairing the veil, which is forgiveness, and this is forgiving things of the past, also forgiving yourself. Now you can forgive somebody and still not let them into your life. I am not saying that you go, oh, we're going to kiss and make up and everything's fine. I'm not a big fan of the forgive and forget part. I'm a big fan of the forgive and heal. And then remember the lesson and don't go back there again. Like, you don't have to get hurt again. There's an awareness that should come in with maturity that situation doesn't work, and this is why that situation doesn't work, or whatever, right? Sometimes you can forgive and heal, and together you forget to act like that, and you elevate together and you grow together. It's totally possible. But the people who are not working also, the people who are not doing their internal work and they're not growing, then you do not have to hang out with them, right? So if they're like, oh my gosh, I just recognized what I did, and I'm working on it, and you want to keep working on it, then sure, that I don't have a problem with. Because you need my permission? No. I'm just saying, I find that to be less of a difficulty in making things actually progress than I do when people are willing to make steps. Like, I believe we should offer everybody the opportunity to grow and move forward. In the area of where you're thinking, where your thoughts are taking you, you have the farther gate, the bold step forward. As you release and you let go, you start looking toward the future. As we take those steps, as we move forward, then the energy comes to meet us and it carries us. So this is some really great stuff here. In the heart space, moving forward, you have treasures hidden in the shadows. We are in Scorpio season, and as you allow yourself to go a little deeper, to seek a little more from yourself, that is where the gifts and the treasures are. They're inside of you. So often we look for the treasures outside of us. So often we seek the pearls of wisdoms from others. We expect the help, the creation energy to come in, but really it's all inside of us. Everything we need is inside of us. And so when we're willing to go a little deeper, and we're willing to connect with our own inner knowing and our own inner self and the divine source within every cell of our body, that is when we elevate, and that is when we find the treasures inside. And so looking for the gifts of who you are, recognizing your own greatness, and being willing to share your gifts. Okay, so we all come with different gifts, they're telling me, but the key to having the gifts in a way that benefits you is to use them to benefit the whole. So what they're showing me right now is a body. So it's like when your foot hurts, and even though it's only a part of you, all of you is uncomfortable because it's a part of the whole. But as your foot gets better and you start moving along and everything's fine, then all of you feels better. So what happens is that when you're given a gift, or the healing that you do for yourself helps to heal the whole of the collective consciousness, the whole of relationships. And so you're being encouraged to do what seems like small part, whatever your gifts are, they're not that small. I think that people underestimate the amazing amount of it's like you drop the pebble into the pond and the ripples out. And you don't even know. Like, so you do something for somebody, something helpful, something nice. You hold the door open for somebody, right? It doesn't slam them in the face. And they're like, wow, that was really nice. And so now they're in a better mood, and they go out on the road, and they're driving along. They get to the four-way stop, and they're still in the energy of, boy, that was so sweet, you know. And so they're feeling a little generous. So they let the person next to them go ahead of them. And the person next to them is actually on the way to the hospital. And because they're about to have a baby, and because they didn't have to sit there and wait for the whole traffic thing to go around, you know, they got there in time. And so now a baby is birthed into the world, and the baby goes forward, and the baby touches people's lives, and there's stuff like that. Like, you don't really know how your one small act of generosity, your one small use of your personal gift, how it magnifies and amplifies. They tell me it's 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. It just keeps going. And so, wow, okay. That's amazing. Didn't know that was coming. In the area of the obstacle for you, it's been a perspective shift. It's been hard to take the higher vantage point. There's so often we get mired down in our own stuff, and all we see is what is right in front of us, and so you are being asked to elevate, to take a higher vantage point, to see the whole scheme of things, and how choices and decisions that we make create the reality that we live in. Things are not happening to us. It's cause and effect. Wow. Okay, Spirit. It's cause and effect. So when you focus on something, when you determine what it is that you want, what you're going for, when you determine what it is that you are willing to release and let go of, that is the cause, and the effect comes later. And you have drifting. Experience life as it comes. You are being encouraged to let go of the shore. Allow yourself to flow over the waterfall. Release, 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 and then drift. And look for the opportunities, and look for the quiet spaces, and do the deep dive. Do the deep dive. And what happens then? This tumultuous time that you have been in, and Aries you have been in, I know this because I do your readings every week. They're coming to an end. But they only get there when you're willing to step into your own personal power. You have the perfect storm, the courage to step into life. You make the changes. You are the change in your own life. Wow. Okay, so I have made a change in how I'm doing these. I can see these are going to be intense. We are just going with one clarifying card here. Holy cow, that was a lot. All right, Aries, so be sure to hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. And to leave me a comment so you can be in the drawing. I am on Facebook at Moonlit Waters every day if you need a little help and guidance along the way. Your monthly for November is already out if you haven't seen it. And in just 2 weeks, I'll have the December one come out. Okay, so I say I'm going to have one card, and I'm not doing all this. Okay, you guys need to pick. I'm not doing all this. I will take 2. I will take 2. They gave me 2. So we'll go with these 2. I will tell you what these are, though, however, and we'll read the little affirmations. So you have the dragon, leadership, integrity, power. I own my own power with dignity and grace. You have the flying fish, the leap of faith, exploration, let go, right? Let go, get in the flow. I take my leap of faith with freedom, there she is, and grace. Wow, we have 3 of the angels here, faith, freedom, and grace, the flying fish. We have the moth, sensitivity, boundaries, and turn to the light. This is you going in. This is you searching for the pearls of who you are. It's inside. And they are reminding me that pearls are created by how gritty and nasty something is, and it irritates the oyster, and the oyster keeps secreting something to make it more comfortable, and then as it continues to grow and shine, and then it is a value. There is value in what has been difficult. And so you have the moth, sensitivity, boundaries, and turn to the light. I focus on the light. You have the Griffin, loyalty, power of the good, and the light bearer. So again with the power, I trust in the ferociously loving power of divine goodness. And then the two that they threw there, we have the angel and we have duck. And the duck says healing, skillful navigation, ease. I navigate the world of spirit, creativity with emotion and grace. You will move through tricky circumstances without becoming entangled in the drama, negativity, or ego. Your inner self knows how to guide you through any situation. Do not worry about what others think or say about you. The truth will shine through and nothing else will stick to you. You are encouraged to look beyond the worlds you know into other realities and ways of being and trusting that you can adapt and thrive. Use nourishing oils to create a protective barrier for your skin. Oh my God, the pearl. Kind of looks like a pearl too, right? As you apply the oil, imagine you are also applying a layer of psychic protection. That which irritates you will be transmuted into the pearls that you are digging for in the well of who you are. And we have the angel. We have the angel. The angel says confirmation, trust, higher purpose. I am sheltered within the wings of angels. I'm telling you, these prayers, these readings today are so angelically driven. Your prayers are now being answered and you are surrounded by spiritual protection. You can visualize this as a white light radiating all around you. Trust that you're on the right path. Even if there are challenges, know that you will find a way through. Aided by the powerful love and light of your divine guardians, there is no need to be afraid. Trust how your path is unfolding, even when it takes unexpected twists and turns. It is meandering this river to get you to where you're going, right? Here is a sign of hope, light, and then oppression is to be lifted from your soul so that joy, love, and happiness can return to your heart. It's beautiful. All right, you guys, this is amazing. This eclipse is going to be very important. Make sure that you make time to consider what it is that you're willing to release and let go of and what direction you want to go in. The North Node is currently at 1 degrees of Sagittarius. And so it's a partial lunar eclipse. It's not in Taurus yet, but it's affecting the Taurus sign. And we don't get fully the North Node into Taurus until January 19th or 20th, which, by the way, has some powerful astrology around it, but we'll get into that later. So you guys take good care of yourselves. Do the deep dive, find the quiet space, do the healing, and be willing to let go and allow yourself to be carried forward in flow with spirit. The duck, you know the duck, it glides along the water, even though underneath it could be paddling or it could just be going. I suggest you just float. All right, you guys take good care. I'll talk to you soon.